Good evening, everyone. I'm not going to take much time. I'm more of a visual person. I don't usually talk much because I think because of that reason, why I got into animation and art and all that. So I'm going to be showing my showreel here, which includes my design, animation, and then direction, all that. So we'll go through that, and then I'll talk about my life journey. Okay, yeah. I started doing a lot of sketches and stuff. Like I used to travel from Tanjavur to Kumbakonam by train. So I used to make sketches, like people who are like traveling. I just used to study them, So even when I come back from like college, like I reach Tanjavur by like 6, 7 o'clock or something like that. So I used to go to evening market where you get to see people, right? So I used to study, and then so I took visual communication design over there, and which is more of those kind of works, like layouts and poster design and box design, whatever. But parallelly I was doing painting. Painting is not my area actually, but I was keep on trying painting. So I was good at both. It was like equally good with painting and layouts and stuff. So I used to copy portraits, like Mona Lisa masterpiece, and even landscapes I used to study. Like I used to go sketch, and then come back and paint at home. So all these kind of things, I was like continuously doing stuff. But I just realized after a point, like copying photos and all, like they're not creative. They're not very creative. Anything that is like copy is not creative. You have to kind of imagine, do something on your own, right? So yeah, this is again copy. So yeah, this is for Samir basically. But I was copying stuff, like from photo and stuff. But this is not exactly copy. I just made slightly stylized. So yeah. And I also copied a masterpiece, from Rubens painting basically. I think it's not visible right now, it's behind me. So I learned a lot from that, while copying I kind of learned lighting and stuff. But at the same time I realized that again, this is where I realized that copying is not creative. You have to actually create your own stuff. So I kind of stopped. This was my last copied work, and then I started studying streets and landscapes, and I used to compose stuff on my own, like after studying I just come back and compose scenes like with that different lighting, different moods, things like that. So yeah, India is full of dust, right? So that's what I noticed. So anywhere you go, you have mud flying, or so you can see, you're like everywhere you have muds and full of sunlight and stuff. So like I kind of mastered these things. So even now it's like useful, like whenever I had to kind of direct, so I know the final visual, like I can just visualize the final output and kind of work towards it. So yeah, so BFA, I did all these things. If you are good at something, people will be always helping you or referring you somewhere. So you just have to, like whatever comes to you, you have to do well. That's what I realized. And then basics of animations. Like actually, I didn't go to animation school for this thing learning. So on the job, I had to learn. So I just learned basics, and then I landed upon this project called PABLO, the Little Red Fox. It's a French series where I worked as an animator, 2D animator. So while doing this project, I was like, because I was good at other things, like not just sketching, because animator job was like doing only sketching. You just have to like come up with acting and stuff through sketch. So usually animators, they don't do background or anything like that, but I was good at both. So I used to observe, like while doing animation, I used to kind of observe camera, I used to observe, how the layouts are done, all those things. Then and this series, won BAFTA award, which is like a big thing. So yeah, and then I kind of, that was 2D. So then I learned 3D basically. And then again, if you do good, automatically you kind of, get into bigger things. So this was like Disney project in Bangalore. I was in Chennai, I moved to Bangalore, got a job in that company. They immediately kind of recognized my work, and then I was sent to US to handle this project. That was like very good experience, because I was directly working with Disney directors. So I learned a lot about filmmaking, like smaller details, things like that. So then after learning all that, I thought, why not create our own film? Because I learned filmmaking, everything. So then I came back, and then I came up with this concept of Bad Egg. I like designed characters, did storyboarding. Storyboarding is actually cinematography. You have to know camera rules, screen direction, things like that. So did storyboarding, layout, painted all the BGs, and planned everything. And because yeah, sorry, and I pitched with my boss, and that's the team which worked on the project. I will move on to next. So yeah, this go back. So it was like just 4.5 minutes film, and this won 2 international from Tokyo, DIGICON 6+2, Outstanding Film Award, and then another one is from New York, World Gold Medal actually. So yeah, just leave it. Yeah, then I had to kind of, I was sent to Tokyo, received the award, came back, and then I again landed in Krishna. Because of Bad Egg, they kind of moved me onto this project. So Krishna was again a very challenging project, because I had a lot of demons and a lot of characters, and it's like yeah, it's high quality series basically. So I directed the entire creative process for this project. So again here we had kind of varieties of characters, like we had to handle a snake or demons, and a lot of villagers running and all that. So yeah, this again I'll just quickly move. So this project, like I learned a lot on this project, like because we had to do from scratch everything, like design everything. So and this episode, I mean, this series won a lot of awards, like many awards. And then then after this project, I worked with Shekhar Kapur on this. I kind of developed this web series called WARLORD. So again, it was amazing working with Shekhar Kapur because he is very creative. I again learnt a lot from him. I had to come up every week. I had to come up with episodes, so I had to quickly kind of churn out, sketches, storyboard, and all that, and then paint all of them, and then kind of supervise. So it was a lot of work. So yeah, these are the visuals. I just brought some visuals. I had many, but so I also do photography. Not like since everything is art, it just anything is art. I kind of get inside and do something. Yeah, all these are like over there. Again, the center one is like I spent nearly 5 hours to take that picture because there's a boat which comes there, composition. I wanted that particular blue, so I waited. I just went by like 3 o'clock or something. I went Bay Bridge basically, and I had to like wait and to get that kind of blue, and then took that picture. So my photography is more of like it resembles my painting. I'll just have foreground, background, midground, things like that, and then you get to see like a lot of silhouettes. And even the top one is like just waited for the bird to come in to compose that frame. So yeah, I have many, but I just brought few here. And then personally, I've been developing a story called Sage. This is like a personal pet project. I've been like developing this one on my own. So this guy is like called Jetta. He's like positive guy. So I went with green color because he's like positive. And he's again villain. Villain has to be like villain, right? So I went with red, violent color, vibrant color. And yeah. So Sage has got like superpower, kind of you can levitate, you can actually control elements, things like that. So you can create fire and stuff. So I've been developing this at home. Yeah, so you can actually interact with sky and stuff, lifting the skull, creating some effects, things. And he has got a pet, which is elephant, white elephant. And yeah, these are some of the scenes which is going to come on my story. So just developing. And he's in search of something with lantern. Yeah, he's kind of, yeah, this is again just a visual. This is war scene. Some other visuals again. There again he's like teasing King Cobra over there, showing his tongue. Yeah. And yeah, again war scene. Just thought I'll share on one sequence where I've just done storyboard. This is a scene where Sage is coming out of water, so it's like bubbles, pluck pluck. It comes out, and then looks up. You have dark clouds circling, lightning effects happening, and then again cut back to him. He's like coming out of water. Camera pulls out, comes out, starts walking. Yeah, that's about it. All I want to say is like, be so good, they cannot ignore you. Thank you.